What's that supposed to be?
This is a thermal detonator that I just armed.
That's a rock.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. And you just made a clicking sound with your mouth.
Solo was a movie that nobody asked for, telling a story that felt completely unnecessary to the Skywalker saga. Yet, its focus on the criminal underworld makes it a unique and thrilling ride that accidentally fixed a huge mistake in a character blunder. Most people remember Solo as a simple origin story, but its final moments are the key to everything. The shocking cameo isn't just fan service, but it's the crucial link to George Lucas's original sequel plans that redeems Darth Maul's entire story. Look, the biggest problem with Solo was never the movie itself, it's everything that's happening around it. It was marketed as an origin story designed to answer questions that weren't really mysteries. How did Han get his blaster? How did he meet Chewie? How did he get the Millennium Falcon? A movie dedicated to just checking off a list kind of felt unnecessary. But if you look at it as just a checklist, then you're probably missing the point. Solo's greatest strength is how it separates itself from the Skywalker saga. It deliberately leaves behind the lightsabers, the Force, and the eternal struggle between the Jedi and the Sith. Instead, it dives headfirst into the grim, dangerous, and criminally underused corner of the galaxy, the criminal underworld. This isn't a story about destiny, it's a story about survival. At its heart, Solo is a classic heist movie, and it's a really good one at that, and it's kind of fun. It nails the formula. You got the ambitious young gun, Han Solo, desperate for one big score to be free. You got the crew, the calculated mentor, Captain Beckett, the hotshot pilot, the muscle, which is Chewie, and the quirky droid.
You should not be doing this! They're using you for entertainment!
You have the insane high-stakes job of stealing volatile fuel from a speeding train. And of course, the betrayals and the double-crossers that are the lifeblood of any great heist film. The film is at its best when it leans into these elements. The train robbery is a fantastic action sequence, a thrilling mix of classic western and sci-fi that feels brand new, but perfectly at home in Star Wars. The pacing is nice, but the film's real magic is in the characters. The chemistry between Han Solo and Lando Calrissian is just electric. Their verbal sparring is packed with wit and charm.
I hate you. I know.
With Lando's sophisticated cool perfectly complementing Han's scrappy arrogance. It perfectly sets the stage for their dynamic in The Empire Strikes Back. And the world itself feels alive, but this isn't the epic operatic Star Wars. This is the dirty, desperate Star Wars, where people make bad choices just to see the next sunrise. The movie isn't trying to be profound, it's just fun, and on that level it absolutely succeeds. It's actually better than what I remember. But the fun of the heist is only half the story, because as great as Solo is on its own, it does something else. It plants a seed. It takes a character long thought dead, a storyline many fans thought was limited to animation, and a concept from George Lucas himself, weaving them back together in the heart of the saga. It's a single hidden detail that changes a lot. But to understand why it's so important, we have to talk about Maul, or formerly known as Darth Maul. Near the end of the film, Qi'ra seizes control of the Crimson Dawn Syndicate from her former boss, Dryden Voss, and makes a call to the real leader. A shadowy figure appears in a hologram. He talks to their operations on Dathomir, ignites a familiar red lightsaber, and for a moment, the audience is left stunned. It's Maul. Now, if you only watch the movies, this is probably pretty confusing. Didn't Obi-Wan Kenobi slice his guy in half in The Phantom Menace? For years, Maul was the poster child for wasted potential. And he still is, but they kind of want to come back to her. But as fans of the animated shows can tell you, that was far from the end of his story. As revealed in the Clone Wars, Maul survived being cut in half, fueled by pure hatred for Obi-Wan. After being found by his brother, his mind and body were restored with the Night Sister's magic, with cybernetic legs. He was reborn, but not as a Sith apprentice, more as a free agent, a rogue force of vengeance and ambition, building a criminal empire from the shadows. Solo is the moment that this entire sprawling arc becomes an undeniable live-action canon. It reveals Maul as the godfather of crime in the galaxy, the true leader of the Crimson Dawn. But here's why this is more than just a cool cameo. His reveal connects to the spirit of George Lucas' original vision for the sequel trilogy. Before Disney's acquisition, Lucas had laid out plans for episodes 7, 8, and 9. His vision of the story focused on the messy process of rebuilding the Republic and the forces that would rise from the ashes to challenge it. A key idea he developed was making the primary villain a crime lord, one who could destabilize the galaxy, with Maul intended to be the ultimate antagonist. By Solo placing Maul at the head of the Crimson Dawn, it brings together a version of George Lucas' lost vision into official canon. This is the secret legacy of Solo. It's a film that, despite its own struggles, serves as a bridge between the prequel era, the animated shows, and the future George Lucas had in mind. It retroactively justifies Maul's survival for a wider audience and validates his incredible character arc, turning him from a one-trick villain into one of the most compelling figures in the entire franchise. It redeems his wasted potential and firmly establishes him as a major player whose influence stretches across the galaxy. So when you look back at Solo now, what do you see? Do you see the disappointing box office numbers, the goofy casting choices, or do you see a film for what it really is? On one hand, it's a thrilling, fast-paced adventure that succeeds because it isn't weighed down by the destiny of the galaxy. It's a heist film that reminds us Star Wars fans that the universe is big enough for all kinds of stories, not just those chosen ones. It's fun, and the chemistry between the leads is undeniable. It's an entertaining movie, plain and simple. But on the other hand, there's also a secret linchpin. It's the film that took a fan favorite character and the creator's own vision of the future and made it all matter. Solo is not the failure that you remember, or even I remembered. It's a fun adventure with a hidden crucial legacy, and it has more than earned a second chance. So what do you think? Is Solo a hidden gem that was unfairly dismissed? Or is this connection to Maul just a fun Easter egg without deeper meaning? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more.